his business partner ended up going to jail for about 5 years. He was taking money that was supposed to go into the deals for the construction and putting it elsewhere, buying yachts and buying planes instead of putting it into the projects.
His name is Russ. He bought that mic, and now he's got a podcast show.
So let's go back in time, and we talked about, you're growing up in 2008. You were how old?
I was 8 years old. I was born in 2000, so.
Gotcha. Okay. So your dad had invested in the Florida market and took a beating, as all of us did, in eight.
Yeah.
So what do you remember about that?
A lot of crazy stories. His business partner ended up going to jail for about 5 years. Another
Wow.
business partner of him killed himself a few years later. So it's like
Oh my God.
there's a lot of crazy stories that come along with it. Kind of like the high level view is my dad was raising a ton of capital up in the north to bring it down there, and his business partner was taking that capital and buying yachts and buying planes instead of putting it into the projects, where you have projects that are halfway done and then the market takes a downturn and it's just sitting, right? And all that capital is elsewhere. So
Right.
that's what they ran into. And it was a major issue, obviously, for my dad, because he's raising money from our neighbors and friends and family. And they're like, where's our money? And
Yeah.
it was it's crazy.
So
Crazy.
one of the partners went to prison for fraud.
Yeah. Yep. So he was taking money that was supposed to go into the deals for the construction and putting it elsewhere into his personal use.
So in your career, that's a lesson learned, to watch where the money goes
Yeah.
and to track it. And I know, as a borrower and a lender, as a borrower, I see the lenders being much more strict about, we're giving you a draw.
Yeah.
Send us photos. Tell it where did that money go.
Yeah.
That's really, it's important, so you don't end up in that situation with somebody who's defrauded the lenders and gone to jail. 5 years, that's pretty serious.
Yeah, and it's definitely tightened up in the lending space. Like, all of our draws now are geotagged to the property. Pictures have to be clear. We're only really funding stuff if it's in, like, we'll fund 50% if like windows are on the site, but we're not going to give you all the money until they're, in, because you could take those windows to another job site and use them elsewhere. So it still happens today, but not as much as it could have back then.
Well, you're prepared for it, and it's not going to happen as much. And then you said another partner committed suicide. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other partner was kind of in with the county commissioners.
Yeah.
They were also taking that money to go to dinners with the commissioners and trying to learn where the growth is going to be in the area so they can buy the land, things like that.
Yes.
So I don't know exactly why he did it, but it was probably a lot of the pressure from what happened over the last 3 years, I would think.
Yeah. It's a lot of pressure and a lot of mourning of the loss of something you expected to happen that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad your dad pulled through it.
Yeah, it was I think over the last 10 to 15 years, it was just a lot of like, pulling yourself up by the bootstraps, saving money, and making your character right again, right? So he's excited to get back in real estate. Once he sells the company, he's gonna probably do some stuff with me. It's something that he's super passionate about, so he's excited to get back into it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Does he have a timeline for that?
He's been trying to sell the business this year. He's got some offers, so probably in the next 2 years he'll make the move to either he's looking in St. Augustine, Florida, or here right now. So that's going to happen probably in the next 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not real familiar with the insurance business. How many employees does he have? What does that kind of look like?
Yeah, so he has probably about 12 employees, 2 or 3 guys on the sales side, some account managers and in-house underwriters, and that's about it. They run pretty thin. So him and his brother are the 2 owners, so they're managing a lot of the day-to-day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the last person to ask about insurance. Like, we'll be in car rides on the way home from hockey games, and he's like trying to teach me about insurance, and it goes through one ear out the other. So like, to this day, I really don't understand all the stuff he does.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, Dad, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, it's insurance. It's boring. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your relationship with your dad. Again, I was very impressed with your father, talking to him in person and on the phone. How do you think he influenced what you're doing now?
A lot, definitely a lot. Before I went to college, we did like a college tour in Florida where I looked at probably 5 or 6 schools, and he was like, we want you to go to Florida because of the real estate market, and we want you to learn about it. We want you to, get your hands dirty with internships and working with, companies that are smaller, so you can be in meetings where you're talking to civil engineers, talking to appraisers. So like that's what I did my junior and senior year in college. And he really pushed that on me, and I think it definitely helped kickstart my career. But we did the Florida tours. University of Tampa's campus was beautiful. So right when I saw that campus, I picked it. And that market from my freshman year to when I graduated grew so much, and it's still growing.